NASCAR and Cayuga officials got some of the lights back on, and now some of the teams have elected to make a pit stop. Kennington is in and getting a left rear. Don Thompson is in as well.
Oh, the hood's going up on the Home Hardware Chevrolet. That's very unusual. This is a well-prepared machine. If Sandy Hamilton's underneath the hood, they've got a problem.
As we ride on board with Jason White in the A&W Chevy. Cars lining back up here on lap 91 as we prepare for another restart here in the Coke 0200. Now, not all of the lights have been turned back on around here in Cayuga, but enough that the drivers have deemed it safe enough to complete this race. So Mark Dilley is your leader with Ron Beauchamp Jr. on his right as a green flag waves, and we're back underway.
Good old Saturday night racing under the lights. Down into turn one, a pair of Dodges. Mark Dilley on the bottom, Ronnie Beauchamp on the outside. They're going to hustle him down the backstretch. Look at this, the 427. That's the tied four down on the bottom.
Andrew Ranger digging on the 60 Mopar Dodge of Ron Beauchamp Jr. Billy, you can see patches of darkness here and there around this track. How dangerous is it for the drivers?
That's not dangerous at all. We're doing really well. Down inside these race cars, these guys can see the shadows really well. And you know what? They'd race the pitch black anyway. They're called race car drivers.
Mark Dilley now opens up a two-car length lead on this battle between Ranger and Ron Beauchamp Jr. Look at them side by side as we take a look at the Duplicolor. Speed shot on the front shoot. Whoa, Gary Nix almost into the back of Lapsevich as a caution comes out.
Well, we're going to get a look at the replay here. We're going to go down the front stretch on board with Don Thompson Jr. Down into the corner. Oh, 18 Kent Noon goes around backwards, and everybody just scattered trying not to hit him, and everybody made it through safe.
Yeah, it looks like the 39 Dickies Dodge of Dave Whitlock may have gotten into the back of the 18. As pit stops now for a couple drivers. The 21 car of Jason White is down pit lane. So is the 18. There's Kent Noon. The Interstate Batteries 18 down to get a right rear tire. So Mark Dilley continues at the head of the field here in the Coke 0200 with 94 laps in the books. And Beauchamp second. We'll be back. Welcome back to the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series here on TSN. The number 9 Dodge of Mark Dilley leads here on lap 98 of the Coke 0200 as we get set for the restart.
And Dave, the number 1 Canadian Tire Monte Carlo, Peter Gibbons, received the tow truck in a box free pass, and David Whitlock in the Dickies Dodge has received a black flag for his run-in with Kent Noon.
And his penalty will be a drive-through down pit lane for the 39 of Dave Whitlock as we're back under green here with Dilley out in front of the 60 Ron Beauchamp Jr. How about Jim Lapsevich in that Tim Horton Chevy up inside the top 3?
Well, Lapsevich has got a lot of laps here, Cayuga. You could call this his home track as he's from Hamilton, Ontario.
Yeah, just around the corner as Dilley looking strong here as the sun has gone down. That car has really picked up the pace, and that Dodge Avenger doesn't look like it's sliding out at all. That car is stuck.
Well, we got to talk about the 60 of Ron Beauchamp Jr. too. New crew chief, I shouldn't say new crew chief, a returning crew chief in Cuvion, and the car is really picking up performance.
We hit the halfway point here in the Coke 0200. We'll take a look at the Home Hardware Midway update. We've had 4 leaders and 5 lead changes so far this evening. 4 cautions has slowed the race for 26 laps. Fastest lap put in by, once again, Scott Steckley way back on lap number 4. I'm pretty sure that guy has every single fast lap of the race in every single race we've done this year.
Well, you know, Mr. Consistency we talked about, but I'll tell you, when it comes to putting numbers up, the kid can sure do it.
Riding on board with J.R. Fitzpatrick. And the 39 of Dave Whitlock down pit lane just heard his penalty.
That's crew chief Warren Jones telling Davey, get going, buddy. The leaders are coming.
And it's not going to take long for those leaders to get around the 39 of Dave Whitlock. He actually has his teammate, Mark Dilley, right on his back bumper. Now, we saw one of those drive-through penalties earlier on this race. Don Thompson Jr. had to pit right from the lead after jumping the initial start. He stayed on the lead lap and has managed to battle his way back up through the field. Doesn't look like Dave Whitlock will be able to do the same.
Well, Dave's fighting for his life right now, trying to stay ahead of his teammate without jeopardizing the number 9's car win here at the Speedway. Oh, contact at 27 in the grass. He's up into the 12 of John Gaunt. A lot of action back in the field.
John Gaunt on the outside trying to pinch that 27 of Andrew Ranger down. Gaunt having a pretty decent run as you can see the hood ripped up on the 02, and Gaunt got into the 27. So John Gaunt showing a little bit of attitude here in the Coke 0200.
Well, that's what we got to see more out of John Gaunt. He's really struggled coming back to this series after being away for a while. But, you know, you can't let a guy like Ranger intimidate you when you're a veteran like John Gaunt.
So Dave Whitlock still staying out in front of the leaders, hoping for a free pass, and we get a caution. So Dave Whitlock would be the first car on, or a lap down, I should say, and he would be eligible for that free pass.
Oh, look at the rotors glowing on Kerry Mix. Kerry's driving the wheels out there. Plus, he's got some damage. Look at the front corner of the hood folded right up.
And that's not going to affect your vision, is it, Bill?
Well, a little bit off that right front corner, but, you know, you don't look out there that often anyway, because anything over there, you're not interested, okay? You're running into a guy's door. You're keeping it off the fence. Just lots of tight racing. Don't worry about the right front corner.
On board with J.R. Fitzpatrick has been invited to test a NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Chevrolet for TRG Motorsports and be evaluated during a two-day test in the number 7 Chevrolet at Cayuga Speedway, September 23rd and 24th.
Well, it's been too long coming. J.R. Fitzpatrick, a true talent here in Canada, but the Canadians are just now starting to get recognized in the South as race car drivers. We've got lots of good ones here. Good job, J.R. Go get them.
Don't forget Andrew Ranger, too, also running some Nationwide Series races, and DJ Kennington nearly running a full season in the Nationwide Series.
Well, in my eyes, you got to believe that DJ Kennington, marching through the Nationwide Series, keeping his nose clean, has opened the door for all these young Canadians to follow him down. DJ broke the door down. Everybody else can follow.
Good look there at Jim Lapsovich in the Tim Hortons number 25. What the lower light conditions here at Cayuga is giving us an opportunity to do is see those brake rotors glowing red hot. You saw Mark Dilley's right front glowing.
Well, Dave, that's the neat thing about night racing. You can actually see the rotors glow. Now, they have a brake adjuster inside the car so they can change the balance front to rear. Right now, they've got it all up the front so they can turn the car in the middle of the corner.
Mark Dilley continues to lead. We're over halfway in Cayuga.